Good morning and welcome back to Ravenclaw Reads. I'm Courtney and I am starting my reading vlog for the week. It is later in the afternoon on Monday. Been really productive today, so bravo to me. And I want to talk through my reading plans for this week. So last week was not the best week for reading. During the week, something new and exciting happened for my family. And so we were kind of busy with that. And any downtime I had, I honestly just wanted to watch like shows and YouTube or sleep. And so I honestly did not read that much this week. And I didn't read that much this weekend, actually. I finished off my vlog last week on Saturday and had finished that book. But that's it. So this week I'm going to do better. So let me tell you my reading plans. Okay, I currently have like 4 books that I'm reading right now. So the first book I'm reading is on Kindle Unlimited. It is A Cozy Mystery by Tanya Capus, which I love her books. She has those camper mysteries that I really love that are also on Kindle Unlimited, but I started a different series of hers, and this is the Killer Coffee Mystery series, and the first book is Scene of the Grind, and I'm on chapter 2. I just started that last night, and so I kind of wanted something that was quick but interesting, and she has good writing style. So I'm also reading this week. I'm still going through these. It's been a struggle. I'm back to my love-hate with this series, but you can see I'm barely anywhere on both of them. And so I am still on the Tower of Dawn. I need to read the next 3 chapters in this and then move back to Empire of Storms. I'm going to finish these. These are my epic novels. And then I picked up my book of the month book. This is romantic comedy. I'm on page 25. I started it yesterday and it is good. I just literally didn't feel like reading yesterday, but I did get 25 pages in, so that's something better than nothing. But that's my plans for the week. So I'm going to read every night this week and really be diligent about finishing up some books. So join me on the journey to see if I can do it. Good morning and happy Tuesday. I feel like yesterday flew by. It is going to be a beautiful day in Minnesota today. It's 69 degrees. For reference, a couple of weeks ago, we got 8 or 9 inches of snow. And so like everybody's just very excited to have a beautiful day. It is going to be a productive day. I have my to-do list. I'm ready to go. So let me update you. Last night, I was still feeling very slumpy, and I don't think I had a great reading month in March, and so I really wanted to like step it up in April, but nothing is hitting, and that is really challenging as a reader, as a content creator. Like, I want to be blowing through some books right now, and it's just not happening for me. So I made a pivot, as I do, and I went ahead and put Throne of Glass down because while the tandem is interesting to me and I appreciate it and it's not horrible, it is slumping me a little bit because it's like, oh, okay, I got to go into these 2 books. I'm just carrying these books around like extra baggage and never opening them. And so I paused. And I was looking through my Kindle of like what I want to read. I didn't pick up the romantic comedy yesterday at all. Nothing wrong with it. I just didn't. To be honest, I never brought it downstairs at the end of my workday, and I just never came back upstairs to get it. And so I was too into YouTube and TikTok and all the things. So, but last night I was like, okay, let me go through my Kindle and see what's going to intrigue me, like get off the beaten path. And so yesterday I finally started The Housemaid, and oh my gosh, it's already so good. I think I got to like 15 or 16% within like not a few minutes, but like 30 minutes yesterday. And I knew right then and there that it grabbed me. And so that's gonna be my focus, is The Housemaid. I do like thrillers, I found, if they're written really well. And I think this one is a really good one. So it's starting with Millie, who's looking for a job. She's at the Winchester house when we start the book, and Millie's really down on her luck. She's living out of her car. She's applying for everything. She applied for a burger joint and she did not get that job. She didn't think she'd get the Winchester job, but then she got it. But the Mrs. Winchester is a little off. She kind of like flips her lid all the time. There's a daughter who's kind of creepy, has already started lying on Millie. And then there's the husband who's like semi-flirtatious with Millie. So Millie's room is upstairs in the attic. It locks from the outside, so she's kind of creeped out by that. And she notices that the window faces the back, so like nobody could hear her if she was screaming, which that's a weird thought to like automatically think, but she did. And she notices there's scratch marks on the door. So it's already like, oh, what's gonna happen? So I fell asleep reading it last night, and I'm gonna continue today. As you can see, I'm very excited about that. So I will check in later. Hey guys, happy Wednesday. It is again later in the afternoon, had a very productive morning. Oh my gosh. I went outside to take a little walk, get some fresh air, felt great. I never do that, so random, but it felt great. Okay, so last night, so excited, I finished a book. I finished The Housemaid. It was on my TBR for a while. It was on Kindle Unlimited, so I was like, I gotta read this. And I was in that sort of book slump. I decided that I was just gonna pick it up. And oh my goodness, 5-star read for me. It was so good. It was a great thriller. It was really a page turner, which is what I needed. I needed something that I couldn't put down, and I literally couldn't put it down. I think I read 60% of the book yesterday. I had like 20, no. When I came on yesterday, I was at like 16 or 17%. Then I read the rest of it yesterday after work, and it was so good. Oh my gosh. It's hard to like describe a thriller because if you read it, I don't want you to be like any spoilers, but it's so well written. I loved the characters. The twist was, I didn't see it coming, and I'm definitely going to read the second book in the series, so very excited. So today is Wednesday, which means I'm going to the library. I sadly don't have any books on hold at the library today. I have enough books that I need to be reading, and I kind of feel like browsing the library, but not today, because usually when we get there in the evening, there's just a lot of high school kids there, kind of like hanging out, doing homework, I guess, but mostly hanging out. Sometimes it annoys me, to be honest, but honestly, like they could be doing anything else, but they're hanging at the library, so it is what it is. But I'm gonna start this book, Two Wrongs Make a Right. This is my library checkout from a few weeks ago, so I'm going to start that. And I'm also still reading Chasing Love, that dark love series with my sister. We both put it down for a second, but then she started like speed reading it last night, so now I got to catch up. So that is my plan. Good morning and happy Monday. I am continuing this vlog because I didn't read that much last week and it was just kind of busy, and I never popped on Friday or Saturday or Sunday to wrap it up. So I think what I'm going to do is just continue this for a couple more days and then post on my Thursday video. So anyway, this was a great reading week for me. I had a little bit of a slump last week, which didn't feel great. I decided to pause again on the Empire of Storms and Tower of whatever, Dawn, because it just felt like it was bringing me down. It was slowing me down. And so I made a decision to read 2 books this weekend. I decided I would read 1 Babysitters Club book and 1 thriller. So for the Babysitters Club book, I read a mystery. I believe it was like Claudia and the Mystery Bakery or something like that. And it was about a baking contest that the Babysitters Club was entering. And the beeline was they were babysitting kids of parents who were entering the baking contest. Somebody was sabotaging the contest and they had to figure that out. I read that in such a flash that I don't even remember that much, but it was okay. I gave it just the basic 3 stars. And then I decided to read The Housemaid's Revenge. So I read The Housemaid last week. I really loved it. Housemaid's Revenge, I gave 4 stars. I did like it. It is very copy-paste from The Housemaid. So I feel like if you read one, you've read the other. Pretty much the same premise, the same setup with the different parts of the story to get different perspective. Good, not great, so I gave it 4 stars. Then I was like, okay, what can I read next? And I decided to read Rock Bottom Girl by Lucy Score. I really enjoyed Lucy Score's writing so far, and this book's on Kindle Unlimited like most of her books, and I am loving it. So basically we are following, what is her name? I can't remember. Okay, we're following our lead who has basically hit rock bottom. She just moved back home to her small town. She just lost her job. She's broken up with her boyfriend of long term, and she's living with her parents. So she's 38. So she's feeling like, this is like, what am I doing? So her parents get her a job at the local high school that she graduated from as the PE teacher slash soccer coach, basically being a long-term sub while she gets back on her feet. And so as we enter this, we're seeing sort of like a dive back into her high school years, and she was not very popular in high school. Her arch nemesis happens to live, Amy Jo, how come I remember that name and not the lead? Amy Jo is her arch nemesis, lives right next door to her, and is married to our lead's ex-boyfriend, who Amy Jo stole from her. So they have built this huge mansion next to the parents' home, and Amy Jo's two twins go to the high school, and they're sort of douchebags. Like they think they're the hot stuff, they're athletes. And Amy Jo works at the high school too, and anybody that tries to discipline the twins, she is on them like white on rice. Now, as a former school educator and administrator, I was like, oh, I hope I don't get triggered, but like, this is very accurate, and that happens sometimes. So it's really interesting. And then our lead and Jake, who was sort of like the bad boy in high school, he is the cross country coach. And so he decides that he's going to sort of make a deal with her and will help her with some coaching around like how to deal with kids, how to coach, how to motivate them. And in return, she will give him romance tips. So not fake dating yet. And then I want to say Amy Jo and the coach of the boys soccer team kind of roll our lead up. I gotta find her name. Hold on. Okay, our lead's name is Marley. I was never gonna get that, but okay. So Marley plays a prank on the boys coach for soccer because he's being rude to her and he took their field. Nobody pays any respect to the girls soccer team. And so she plays a prank on them, and Amy Jo's sons are affected, and so they kind of roll her up in the hallway, and Jake stands up for Marley, and he says that she couldn't have done the prank because they were together that night. And so then it spawns like, oh, okay, you guys are romantically involved. So then this is where it gets weird though. So the school has a policy that yes, you can date other coworkers, but you have to sign an agreement, a contract that you will be together for at least a semester, so that kids do not see adults jumping in and out of relationships. It's a bad modeling. That was bananas to me, and so like far-fetched in the realm of what might be suggested by a school administration, but they sign it and now they're in a fake dating relationship. And I'm so excited because they had a kiss. They dated a little bit in high school. They had a kiss in high school too. They've had a kiss as adults, and you know something's there. Neither one of them want a serious relationship though, and so we'll see. Anyway, it's flying by. I love it. I know I'll finish this within the next couple of days. It is a busy week for me at work, and so we'll see how much I can get done, but I'm really, really enjoying it. So that's kind of my catch up over the weekend, and now I'll give you a couple more days of this vlog so that we have more content. I'll talk to you guys soon. Hey guys, welcome to Tuesday and the end of this vlog. I'm so happy that I carried this vlog over because I really knocked out a lot of reading towards the end of this vlog, beginning of this week. It is later in the day. It's about 7 o'clock p.m. I had a work event today, so I've been gone all day, but I wanted to finish up the vlog so I can get it up for Thursday and let you know that I did finish Rock Bottom Girl by Lucy Score. I ended up giving this 5 stars, I want to say, or maybe I gave it 4. Maybe I gave it 5 because I was being overzealous, but I think it needs 4 or 4.5, but it was really good. So basically, Marley hit rock bottom in a way, nothing like addiction related, but just like not living the life she thought she'd be living at 38. She comes back to her hometown, gets a job at the high school that she went to, and starts sort of like interacting with all the old high school people that made fun of her and teased her throughout high school. She was not very popular. She starts connecting with Jake, who is also a teacher at the high school, but was a crush of hers. They had one kiss in high school, and they start rekindling. But it kind of fast tracks because they decide to date. Well, they kind of do a fake dating thing, and it becomes public within the school. They sign a contract that they have to be together for the semester per the school board, which is crazy to me. And it just kind of goes from there. I thought it was a really cute story. As a former in-building educator, I thought that whole element of the story was really great in the way that Marley started connecting with the kids as she was teaching and coaching, how Jake was a coach but also a social studies teacher and was helping her with techniques. That whole plot line to me was really cute, but not in a triggering way. It was really just fun. And like most Lucy Score books, the only downside is that the book's way too long. It's like 550 some or 80 some, 500 plus, and it doesn't need to be that way. So in my opinion, all of her books could be about 175 pages less. I've said this before. Still stand by that because they're just too long, and there's some repetition happening and some storylines that go on too long because the books are just big for no reason. But other than that, I thought it was a really great book, and I'm glad that I was able to pick up my reading over the weekend and into this week. I'm now reading The Cheat Sheet, and I want to start Dance of Thieves because I've been wanting to read that for a while, and I am also participating in middle grade May, so I'm going to start pulling out some selections for that with my TBR. They'll be coming out soon, probably next week sometime. But yeah, so I think I am picking up the reading, which is great, and that weekend push really helped me. So comment down below what you read. If you're in a slump or feeling slumpy, how are you getting past that? And stay tuned for my video on Sunday, which will be a little different this time. I'm going to do a video about my 5-star reads so far this year. And I'm not a 5-star snob. I give 5 stars if they deserve it. So I'll probably have a few to share. All right, thanks so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.